Hello students, in the previous video we have seen valence bond theory. During that discussion we have come across strong and weak field ligands. There is a set of ligands. I'll tell you how to remember this sequence, that is order of those ligands from weaker to stronger. Okay, one pattern is created or one small story is created or some lines are created to remember it. It goes like this. I and my brother seen chloride and sulfide fighting with hydroxyl and oxalate for water. When national civil servants extracted ammonia from sinking containers. I repeat it. I and my brother seen chloride and sulfide fighting with hydroxyl and oxalate for water. When national civil servants extracted ammonia from sinking containers. Let me write this. I and my brother seen chloride and sulfide fighting with, let this be capital one, fighting with hydroxyl and oxalato for water. When, of course, this full point and capital letter of when, it's not grammatically correct. Let's not bother about that. When national civil servants extracted ammonia from, sinking spelling is CY. I have written deliberately CY. From sinking containers. Okay. You just remember this. I and my brother seen chloride and sulfide fighting with hydroxyl and oxalate for water. When national civil servants extracted ammonia from sinking containers. With this, we can extract the order of the ligands. Look at this. Here I stands for iodide, Br stands for bromide, Cn stands for SCN. Then, as usual, chloride, sulfide fighting, F stands for fluoride, with hydroxyl, that is OH minus. Then oxalato, C2O4, 2 minus. For water, that is H2O. When NCS minus 1, that is national civil servants extracted, that is EDTA 4 minus, extracted like that, extracted NH3 ammonia from sinking, that is cyanide minus 1. Container stands for carbon monoxide. Well, this is the order. It goes like this. Iodide is less stronger than bromide, is less stronger than SCN minus 1, less than chloride, less than sulfide, like this. like this. Well, this is the order which is given in NCERT textbook. Only that should matter for us, because we are restricting our discussion to only NCERT textbook. Therefore, to remember this order, this is the, say, situation created by me. Of course, I feel comfortable. You may create your own so that you can remember this comfortably. Well, the weakest one is iodide and the strongest one is CO. Well, this is the order of ligand. But there's some small trick is there. How to remember strong and weak. Without looking at this, we can decide whether the participated ligand is strong or weak. Just look at this. All halides, all halides X stands for representation of halides. All halides, oxygen, sulfur, if these are the donor atoms, if these are donor atoms then these represents always weak ligand according to NCERT situation only. Remember, if donor atom is halide, any of the halide, or oxygen or sulfur, then that ligand is known as weak ligand. And if the donor atoms are either nitrogen or carbon, then such ligands are called as strong field ligands or strong ligands. Well, this is purely according to NCERT textbook only. Our discussion is restricted only to the NCERT textbook. Remember this, if the participated ligand uses donor atoms as halide, oxygen or sulfur, then that ligand is called as weak ligand. If the ligand utilizes its donor atom as nitrogen or carbon, then such ligands are called as strong ligand. Very simple. Just look at the complex, then you will be able to understand it. For example, if you look at this, K4, Fe, Cn 6 times, or FeCO 5 times, see here, or K4 Fe H2O 6 times. What are the ligands here? What is the nature of the ligand? Cyanide. C is the donor atom, therefore it is strong ligand. Carbon monoxide, C is the donor atom, therefore it is strong ligand. H2O, that is O is the donor atom, therefore it is weak ligand. Just by looking at the complex, the type of ligand, the donor atom, we can conclude, we can decide whether it is strong or weak ligand. Thank you.